Good morning. So, Eileen had this idea years ago to start a YouTube channel called In Bed with Mike and Eileen, and we didn't really have anything to say necessarily, um, but or we just weren't sure what it was supposed to be, but we knew the idea was from God. We were like, yeah, this is awesome. So this morning we're on a trip to a writers conference, and it feels kind of like the beginning of something new for us. And so it kind of felt like the time to start this channel, even though we're not sure what we're doing or what it's supposed to be exactly. But I think it's just going to be a space where we can chronicle our adventures in just sort of trusting God with whatever He has for us. Which we've been doing for the last 2.5 years, and it's been super exciting. But the exciting bits have been kind of spread out and maybe not as YouTube worthy. But
so I think originally our plan was just to share our story of redemption and restoration, because it can seem like that's an impossible thing, and it is if you try to do it on your own strength. But all things are possible with God. So,
yeah, and we're in this beautiful space. We're at the home of Eileen's friend Kelly from graduate
she's
school,
amazing.
who made this quilt, if you can see it.
And these super fantastic pillows.
Yeah, she hand dyes all this fabric and hand quilts them.
They're
anyway,
super incredible.
She's amazing. So we felt like what better way to start?
Yeah, it's way cooler than our bedroom.
Yeah. So we'll keep you posted on this writers conference. So basically, Eileen has written a memoir, or is working on a memoir that it talks about our first year of marriage, which was extremely difficult. And I made an album about it years ago. That we just are still excited to see what God has for that. And then Eileen's also working on a screenplay, and I'm working on a couple
of a totally different project.
Yeah, not of our story, of a totally fictional series called
We don't really know what it's called yet.
Sorry. So anyway, but this conference we're going to in Nashville is for book writing, screenwriting, and songwriting. So when Eileen heard about it, she was like, "Hey, this is us. This is all of it. This is the whole thing." So we're excited to go to this conference and see who God has for us to meet and the stuff He has for us to learn and connect. And so this website, this YouTube channel, all of it is just going to kind of be a working diary, a process of kind of stepping out in faith and believing kind of ridiculous things, like we could make an impact or have something to contribute to the world at large, through the stories that God has given us and through the talent that God has given us. And honestly, sometimes it feels really absurd. But I think we keep encouraging each other to, fight that urge to feel like it's absurd. And so I think kind of making it official with a website and a YouTube channel is also an encouragement and what's the word? Accountability. Like if we start telling you guys, like, we're going to believe and we're going to step out in faith and we're just going to see what God has for us, then it gets harder to turn back. So here we go.
Yeah.
And then so there's a website now, and then there's an Instagram, and there's a Facebook, and then we're gonna try to update these video entries whenever we have
it's all in bed with Mike and Eileen. So
yeah,
all the different things.
Yeah. So we'll see what happens, and we'll be as surprised as you will. Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye now.